And it's time for our weekly arts and culture segment. We have our culture correspondent, Song Yoo-jin, joining us. Welcome, Yoo-jin.
Great to be here, Jung-min.
So what do you have for us today?
Well, Jung-min, this week I would like to talk about a very fascinating trend that I've been witnessing in South Korea for the past couple of years, and that is capital Seoul has kind of become a premier platform for global luxury brands to really showcase their newest creations. The latest to do so was Gucci, as it held its Cruise 2024 fashion show at the heart of the city just a few days ago. So for this week, I talked to several experts and found out that it's actually the global craze towards K-culture like K-pop and K-dramas that's really drawing these companies into the country. Let's first take a look.
Lights, cameras, and music set the stage as models rock the catwalk at Gucci's Cruise 2024 fashion show. The long red pillars and colorful patterns of the ceiling present a unique twist to the runway we know. So here at Gyeongbokgung Palace is where Gucci held its fashion show on May 16th. So this more than 600-year-old royal palace was turned into a runway. And Gucci is not the only fashion brand that's using capital Seoul as a stage. Back in April, Louis Vuitton hosted its first ever pre-fall show at Jamsugyo Bridge. And last May, Dior presented its first show in Korea at Ewha Women's University. So why are these high-end brands rushing to Seoul? It all boils down to the K-culture boom.
Squid Games really helped shed the light on like cool things like coming out of Korea. And I think since then, you guys have started to kind of attract this global audience.
As Louis Vuitton CEO Pietro Beccari put it, Korea has become a cultural hub that continues to draw attention. And where else would prestigious fashion houses prefer to flaunt their creations other than in Seoul, the capital of this hub?
We used to look up to New Yorkers and Parisians, but now with K-pop stars like Blackpink and BTS taking the world by storm, and hit shows like Squid Game, everyone's itching to know about the lifestyles of Seoulites, like what they wear and eat.
Strong sales are another driving force. Koreans ranked as the world's biggest spenders on personal luxury items last year, and Korea's luxury market was 7th in the world in terms of sales.
So obviously they want to invest where they know there's going to be a lot of return, and that's also why they're coming to the market.
To win over the Korean market and its consumers, these brands are going all out.
Jamsugyo Bridge represents the Hangang River, and Gyeongbokgung Palace symbolizes the long history of Korea. I think brands carefully chose locations that embody the essence of Korea. They also put a lot of effort into capturing the emotions of Koreans, like Louis Vuitton choosing the director of Squid Game as its show's advisor, and Gucci infusing Korean style in its collection.
Now, South Korea is emerging as a new stronghold, full of opportunities in the luxury market.
So, Yoo-jin, it looks like cultural trends hardly goes without mentioning K-culture these days. And these shows have captured much attention at the same time, some criticism. Why?
Well, Jung-min, so first, to talk about the Louis Vuitton fashion show that took place at the Jamsu Bridge, the bridge was completely closed off to the public and transportation 24 hours when it was held in last April. And this caused a lot of significant traffic disruption. And the reason is because the bridge was already known as one of the most busiest one in Seoul. So you can imagine how much of a chaos it had created when it was completely closed off for a full day. And to talk about the Gucci fashion show in Gyeongbokgung Palace, the after party turned out to be a headache because residents living near the venue complained about the noise and bright lights that continued late into the night. And incidents like these, they really undoubtedly damage the reputation of these brands. So it's really crucial for them to be mindful of the people, the general public, as their potential customers come from all walks of life.
Some hiccups there. And Yoo-jin, as someone who has been covering this topic, do you think we will get to see more luxury brands stage their shows in the South Korean capital?
So first of all, when it comes to whether we'll be able to see more high-end brands showing their stages, doing their fashion shows in South Korea, my answer is yes. And so one of the experts I talked to said that fashion is really beautiful and the fashion shows are really dynamic and extravagant, but behind all this glitz and glamour, there is a lot of strategy behind it. So these brands are actually seeing South Korea as a very emerging, promising market to expand their customer base. So they would really want to stand out by hosting attention-grabbing shows that you just saw in my report. But I want to point out that there is also a possibility that these brands may start looking beyond Seoul, hosting their shows in other locations in Korea as well. For instance, there's Busan, which is often referred to as the city of culture, and also Jeju Island, which is no doubt one of the most popular tourist destinations here in the country.
All right, Yoo-jin, thanks for your reporting.
Thank you.